Now the second point, second factor which affects SN1 and SN2 reaction, that is nucleophilicity of reagent. What is nucleophilicity of reagent? In the last year we studied two reagents, electrophile and nucleophile. Nucleophile means nucleus loving substance, means it is negative ion, and negative ion donates its electrons to other substances always. So nucleophile means a substance should give electrons readily to other substance. It is the species that uses its electron pair to form a bond with carbon, that we call as nucleophile. So nucleophile, which nucleophile favors SN1 and SN2 reaction, or what type of nature is needed for SN1 and SN2 reaction? See, we discuss in SN2 reaction mechanism, rate depends upon nucleophile also, OH minus also. So if nucleophile is powerful, then that alkyl halide will undergo SN2 mechanism, and if nucleophile is weak, then it will undergo SN1 mechanism, because SN1 mechanism is independent of nature of nucleophile. So many times in MCQ they ask, in SN1 reaction strong alkali is taken or concentration of alkali is doubled, then what is the effect on the rate of reaction? No effect, because rate doesn't depend upon concentration of OH minus ion. Remember this, very important. Okay. Now one more point they have given here, how that nucleophilicity varies in a group and in a period. First they have given, suppose this is one neutral substance, alcohol, and if you remove its hydrogen, if it is giving its hydrogen, means it is acidic in nature, and whatever ion is left behind, that is RO minus. When acid loses its H plus ion, then whatever group is left behind, that is called as conjugate base. Okay, so here it is said that a negatively charged nucleophile is more powerful than its conjugate acid, or vice versa. See, this is negative, it means it will donate electrons, and electron donor is base, so this is basic. Base also accepts proton, so if it accepts proton, it becomes like this, means this substance is called as conjugate acid and this substance is called as base. What I want to say, is this clear? See, base have conjugate acid and acid have conjugate base, and what's the difference in these two? Just of a single proton. See, one simple example I'll tell, listen to me carefully. Suppose we have HCl. So HCl is dissociated to give, I'll write here, huh? See, this is HCl. So HCl is dissociated to give H plus and Cl minus. So HCl is acid, right? Because it can donate a proton, and this Cl minus, it can accept H plus ion. So proton acceptor is base, and this base is formed from this HCl. So we call this as conjugate base. So HCl and Cl minus, they differ from each other by just one proton. Similarly, suppose we have NH3. It has one lone pair on nitrogen. It reacts with H plus ion and we get NH4 plus. This is base because it accepts proton, and if we consider the reverse reaction, it will lose its H plus ion. So this is proton donor, so it becomes acid. So we can call it as conjugate acid. Okay, so acid and base, they differ from each other by just a single proton. Such pair of acid and base is called as conjugate acid base pair. Is this clear? Same thing is given here. RO minus is negative, means it is base, and if it accepts proton, so we get acid from this base, and that acid is called as conjugate acid. So if we consider here, oxygen have lone pair of electron and here oxygen have negative charge, so which is better nucleophile? They said that negative ion is better nucleophile than neutral atom. Is this clear? First point, which is which can donate electron easily, which is electron rich. It is having already excess negative charge, right? 2 lone pairs are there. Besides that, 1 negative charge is there. So this is stronger nucleophile, or its tendency to donate electron is more than ROH. So negatively charged nucleophile is more powerful than its conjugate acid. Second, water and NH3. Water also, oxygen have lone pair, nitrogen also have lone pair of electron. So which have tendency to donate electrons easily? Obviously the substance which is less electronegative. Oxygen is more electronegative, so it doesn't want to give its electron pair to other substances, and nitrogen is less electronegative than oxygen is more electronegative, right? Now what did I say? Oxygen is more electronegative, so its tendency to donate electrons is very less, and nitrogen is less electronegative, so it has less affinity for electrons, so it can donate electron easily as compared to oxygen. Suppose there is a competition between nitrogen and oxygen to donate its electron pair. Which one will be the winner? Nitrogen, because its electronegativity is less. It means that in a period left to right, we know electronegativity increases. It means that nucleophilicity decreases. Tendency to donate electron decreases due to increase in electronegativity. I have summarized here. See, left to right, decrease in nucleophilicity. And what happens in a group? So when donor atoms are from same group of the periodic table, nucleophilicity increases down the group. Nucleophilicity increases. They have given here example of halides, Cl minus and I minus. Also we know that down the group metallic properties are increased and metals are good electron donor. So here also Cl minus and I minus, if we compare, both are negatively charged. But as compared to I minus, Cl minus have more affinity for electrons. So it will not donate its electron easily. So easily electrons are given by I minus. So top to bottom nucleophilicity increases. See, is this clear? So negative ion is powerful nucleophile, left to right nucleophilicity decreases, and top to bottom nucleophilicity increases. This is the second factor which affects SN1 and SN2 reaction. Stronger nucleophile favors SN2 reaction and weaker nucleophile favors SN1 reaction.